Hello out there, wonderful people. Hope you are doing really well. In the realm where we have people jogging in masks, as I saw the other day. Just, dear oh dear, eh? So back today with another shit sandwich. Don't forget, hit the like, comment, subscribe. We're going to get straight into it. It's probably going to trigger a lot of people. I have kind of alluded to this before, but I really wanted to make a specific video on this subject because again, no one talks about the other side, the dark side of it. I want to talk about weed smoking, marijuana. First thing to say, right? I fully acknowledge and am aware of the medicinal benefits of that plant. There are definitely some medicinal benefits. Back in the day, I had Rick Simpson on the channel. You can still see that somewhere. It's way back, one of the first interviews I've done. So I'm not ignoring the fact that there can be some benefits taking it in different forms. What I'm talking about here is getting stoned off your face every day um, and just simply smoking it. So the first thing to mention that a lot of the weed at the moment, specifically in the West, it's GMO. You know, places like America and Canada and stuff like that. You're probably not even getting the real plant. It's a hybrid. So that's the first thing to know. The second thing and the most important point is, and I've said this many times on the channel, whenever you alter your frequency, even just a little bit, so it's not a everything in moderation thing. It doesn't matter if if you smoke 10 joints or if you just have a couple of puffs. Anytime you alter your frequency, you are basically making it easy for negative entities to attach, because you open like a portal, and it's just an open invite. You know, it can be weed smoking, alcohol, psychedelics. You know, I mentioned recently in my recent live the problems that I've encountered with clients down the years with meditation, where they've opened themselves up and basically just not centered, and it's allowed these entities to come in and start messing with them, draining their energy. In the more severe cases, inducing suicidal thoughts, even thoughts to go and kill other people I've had. So all this stuff that's packaged like it's so great for you, we still need to go deeper because there's still rug pulls, there's still dumping the punch bowls with these things. So weed is it's a very easy way to just open yourself up to negative entities. And down the years, when I've spoke to people or worked with people that smoke a lot of weed or have done a lot of plant medicines, there often seems to be like a lot of serpent entities, mantis entities, different kind of drugs and different things like that. There seems to be different entities. So there's like a cocaine entity. There's alcohol entities. So when you take these things, it opens you up to certain entity races. And of course, like I say, they come in, they drain your energy, they put you off your life path, they amplify your unconscious wounds and all of that kind of stuff. And it's not healing. Like a lot of people that, and I'm not here to criticize people. I'm not, everyone's got their thing or have had their thing. Everyone's trying to navigate this realm the best they can, right? It's a tough realm to be in. I've said it a million times. I've even got sympathy for the New Cagers, religious people. I know why people lean into these things. They want to feel better. They want to escape themselves. It's hard being here, right? So again, this isn't me like, wading in on people that smoke weed. I'm just trying to present the other side of things, because it never gets spoken about, because you're not allowed to mention weed smoking in the alternative media, right? I've done it a couple of times, and this video I'll probably get a lot of hate for, but I don't care. You know, I want to just speak the truth, whatever the consequences are. But yeah, heavy weed smoking can cause psychosis, can cause paranoia. Now, there will be probably some people that will comment that say, well, you know, I function fine, and I smoke weed. Well, just imagine how better you might be able to function if you didn't, right? Is smoking weed you reaching your highest potential in life, right? That's what you got to ask yourself. It's a coping mechanism, basically. You might as well swap weed for like the new age, or vice versa. It's a way to check out, to escape yourself, and like I say, it causes psychosis and paranoia, and it's a suppressor of emotions, right? This is why, you know, people that have had a lot of trauma, they are drawn to weed, because when you smoke it, it buries your unhealed emotions, and that's why it's popular. That's why it's hard for people to give up, and I've worked with people down the years that want to try and level up, and they'll go cold turkey on weed, and it's more difficult for them, because then all of these emotions that have been suppressed down the years, for however many years that they've smoked weed for, suddenly come to the surface. And then all of a sudden they've got to deal with them and face them. And it can be very overwhelming for a heavy weed smoker to just quit like that, cold turkey, because they've been suppressing for so long. So I really wish the people in the alternative media, the truth movement, would be more open-minded to discuss this topic in its totality, because we're only ever told like the good things and stuff like that. So yeah, energetically it's not good, emotionally it's not good. Yes, you might feel good in the moment, you know, but it just, in most cases, in a lot of cases, it stops people from reaching the highest potential. That's the saddest thing about it. You know, it prevents you from starting that business, or pursuing your goals creatively. You know, maybe it stops you learning a new instrument, or learning a new language, or it just makes a lot of people it just takes them out of the game. It takes the spark, the oomph out of them. A little bit like what the New Age and that kind of like fake spirituality does. It kind of knocks the life out of people. And of course, you know, the government, these psychos, they want people docile. They want people just, you know, like not hitting their highest potential, not being healthy, not being motivated, not shining their light on the world. That's their biggest fear. They don't want you becoming the best version of you, because when you become the best version of you, you become a force. You know, just you interacting in the world and being you, without anything, people can feel that, you know. And smoking weed, it just puts up a huge barrier between you and the best version of you. And again, like I say, there'll be many people saying, yeah, but I'm fine. But just think, right? Just hear me out. Just have a think about it. Like, what could you achieve? How great could you be if you didn't have that in your life, right? And I'm not telling people what to do. Like, you want to keep doing that, you keep doing it, right? You're your own sovereign being. You make your own decisions. I'm just telling you, specifically from an energetic point of view, working with, you know, a lot of people down the years, a lot of people have come to me that want to quit weed, and they realize that, you know, that it's been holding them back, and they're ready to face their stuff. You know, the kind of stories that they've told. You know, some people have had really, really bad trips as well, where they've smoked so much that they've absolutely like knocked themselves out, and then they've you know, they've had all this kind of weird stuff happen, and something's got in and attached itself, and so I've got plenty of horror stories around that as well, which again never get spoken about. So I'm just here today to present both sides, right? it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Like I say, if you're in the West, you're probably just getting a GMO tampered down version anyway. And it's just you're not dealing with what you need to deal with, internally. You have to work with those holographic imprints that are stuck in time and space, those inner children that are stuck there in trauma. That's never gonna truly be healed by just suppressing, is basically what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say on this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. I'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to hit the like and comment and all of that stuff. And yeah, don't forget, every time you smile, a reptilian goes hungry. And I'll see you again soon on the next video. Take care, guys.